Hey everyone, this is Jen from KsKreations. We are getting a couple requests on videos on how to do the Lola Bow, since it's a little bit of a tricky one since it twists. If you're not familiar with the Lola Bow, here she is. This is a 3-inch pigtail set that I made. This is, the pieces I have here are also cut for a 3-inch little pigtail, and obviously what you're going to need is the pieces that come with your cut file or your die, whichever you're using, a zip tie or embroidery thread, and your clip. I always have an extra clip that's open here because I like to use the clip when we do the pinch to hold it, and I feed the zip tie through it to hold on to it. Obviously do not use this one. Otherwise you'll be stuck. Alright, so to get started we are going to take the 2 loop pieces and basically lay them on top of each other as seen here. And there you go. So the cutout one is on the bottom, the whole one is on the top. And all you are going to do is just turn. And when I do this, I keep an eye out for the space between here being equal roughly to the space over here. So then we know we have about the same amount on each side that's going to show. And obviously, the more you turn, the more of a peekaboo you're going to get, whereas the less you turn, the less of a peekaboo you're going to have with your bow. But again, just sort of eyeball it, make sure it's semi-centered, and the spaces here look even on the ends. Then we're going to move on to our pinch. Now normally on any normal pinch bow you just fold it in half and do edge to edge. Well, with this pinch bow it's going to be slightly different. We're folding it in half, but it's to the top layer's edge to edge. So we are going to ignore that this layer is here. So we are basically just going to go ahead and pinch. And we are going to keep both layers together. So there we go. That's what you're going to be looking at there, is the layers here pinched together exactly, and these just hanging out over the side. And then we're going to do the rest of the pinch, where I'm just going to lay it down because it's easier. And just take and fold. Again, going off this top, we're going to fold it in half, ignoring the underlayer again, and flip it over and fold that back in half as well. So there we have our accordion fold, I guess you could say. And then this is where I put my little clip on just to hold everything in place. So as you can see, that's the back of it. Here's the front of it being held together. And then this is where I just take my little zip tie and I feed it through the clip and around the back. And pull it tight, and then I release that and it's there. And obviously you just sort of line it up so it looks even. Each side looks roughly even. You can always just fold it in half and eyeball it, but it's roughly right in the middle. So you just pull that tight. And obviously you can pull it really, really tight and have a really tight pinch, or you can just do it loose and have a looser pinch. That is preference for the user. Alright, so this is where we are at. Now we are going to flip it over, and we are going to work on folding the pieces in and gluing in place, starting with the cut layer. In this layer we are going to fold in and glue over top of each other. Then we are going to move to the outer layer, just folding straight in. and gluing wherever it shall comfortably fall without squishing it or anything. So there we go. Here's the back now. And then there's the front. Alright, and then we have our tail. And our tail can go one of two ways. It can go in line with your top layer, which is my sparkle here, or you can twist it a little bit. So you can go straight across for a traditional tail, or you turn it sideways, and with this particular bow, it gives it a little more edge, I would say. But here, just to show you, this is just straight across. That would be the bow. Move it a little closer, sorry about that. Or you can turn it and give it a little bit of an edgier look. And I like the edgier look, so we are going to leave it turned. And it's already gluing itself. Just gonna throw some more glue in there. And you just flip it over and sort of wiggle it into place where you want it. So here she is now with the tail attached. Alright, and at this point we are now just going to attach the centerpiece. And again, with this, there's one of two options. You can either go straight in line with the tail, which then means the bow will sit like that, or you can go and twist it that it's in line with the top tail and turn it that way, which I normally sort of angle it a little bit towards the top layer. So we're going to add some glue. As I glue my finger to the bow. And I throw a little dab here in the front just to keep it still. And then just do the final glue in the back. Of course, since I have such a tiny strip, it's oozing. Alright, and then there, ignore all my glue webs. I obviously cannot operate my glue gun tonight. There you go. There is your finished Lola Bow. Thank you and have a great day.